Have you ever wondered why you are always tired, even you have slept very well? Sometimes you wonder why your energy crashes in the afternoon, and then your waist is keeping growing. These are things sometimes happen to us and wonder what is happening. Sometimes your ultrasound will show sudden appearance of fat in your liver, though you have never touched alcohol. So here is something that surprises many people. So in this video, we are going to look at why more people are developing fatty liver from sugar more than from alcohol. So we are looking at fatty liver disease without alcohol. And we will look at how processed fructose is quietly draining your energy. So stay on as we debunk this. So we are not talking about just the effect of table sugar, not just the fruits that you eat, but the processed fructose hiding in soft drinks, fruit juices, energy drinks, desserts, breakfast cereals, flavored yogurt, sauces, and thousands of ultra-processed foods. And here is the scary part. Most people do not feel anything while this is happening. Your liver silently fills with fat. You go about your business, you are feeling okay, but your metabolism is slowing down. Your cells are producing less energy, and your risk of diabetes, heart disease, kidney diseases, and even liver cancer is quietly rising. The good news is this process is often reversible. I'm Dr. Joshua Delito, a family physician. I have interest in public health and cancer prevention and treatment. In this video, I explain what exactly happens in your liver, why fructose is different from other sugars that you consume, and what science has discovered, and most importantly, what you can start doing today to help you live longer and avoid this liver damaging scenario. Because in this channel, we break complex science into simple steps that you can use today. So let's begin. The liver is the body's metabolic organ. It is the body's industry, the factory where most of your metabolism happens. So you can imagine your liver as the largest factory inside your body. Every minute, it cleans your blood, it stores the vitamins, it makes proteins that you really need, and it produces bile. It controls your blood sugar, and even the medicine that you take and all the ingredients that you take are broken down in the liver. The liver is also where fat burning happens, and this helps you to produce energy. That is where we say that the liver performs more than 500 of the essential body functions that you need to survive and live on a daily basis. So you can see that every cell in your body relies on your liver. So when your liver is working well, then it means that your body is working well. And what happens if this factory becomes overloaded? Then definitely everything will slow down, and that's exactly what processed fructose does to your liver. It almost stores everything, and that's why when your liver is affected, uh, then your metabolism is dysregulated. So not all sugar that you consume is the same. Many people think sugar is sugar, but your body disagrees. Let's compare what happens. So if you eat a potato, the starch becomes glucose. If glucose enters your bloodstream, Insulin will help move the sugar into the muscles, the brain, and even many other organs in your body. And almost every cell in your body uses glucose. But when you take a bottle of soda, the fructose inside follows a completely different road. Almost all of that fructose goes straight into one place, and that is your liver. So what that means is your liver is the only organ that will metabolize the fructose that you take. If small amounts of fructose alive, then the liver will be able to handle that. If, for example, you eat a whole fruit, that is not a big problem because it will get slowly into your bloodstream. The liver will be able to manage it and use it to help you make energy. The good thing with eating a whole fruit, it has fiber, it has water, it has the minerals, and it has the vitamin and the plant compound that slow the absorption and promote fullness. So it's highly unlikely that you can consume like 5-10 oranges in one sitting. But now imagine the opposite. When you take a small, when you take a glass of a sugary drink and the other processed food, the liver becomes overwhelmed because this is what happens. Uh, the fructose will arrive in your liver in large supplies. So let's look what happens inside your liver. Every cell in your body uses small molecules that we call ATP. And this is what your liver and the cells in your body use to get energy. ATP is the body's dischargeable battery. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought, every movement requires ATP as the source of energy. So when fructose enters the liver, and especially when it enters in large amount, there is an enzyme that we call fructokinase, which begins working immediately. And unlike many other enzymes, it has no natural break. So once this process of breaking down the fructose from the fructokinase starts, then it keeps working rapidly, and to use this, it processes and uses enormous amounts of ATP, the source of energy for your body and your cells. And within minutes, your level of ATP drastically comes down, and the liver energy temporarily drops, the source of energy for the liver. At the same time, there's something that happens. Phosphate levels also decrease, and the breakdown of ATP will produce uric acid. So uric acid increases the oxidative stress and it contributes to insulin resistance. And you find that most of the patients who have insulin resistance, they have higher levels of uric acid. And most of the times, we are tempted to think that it is as a result of gout. But if you have the habit of if you suspect a patient has metabolic dysfunction, you do their uric acid, then it should be high. The uric acid is high not because they are consuming a lot of meat, not because they are taking alcohol, but because of the breakdown of fructose from the processed and the ultra refined fruit and ultra refined carbohydrates. And so once this happens, the liver has excess fructose. What does it do with that? Instead of storing it safely, the liver converts that excess fructose into fat. And the scientists call this the de novo inside your body process of fat formation. It's called de novo lipogenesis. And what this means, it is your body making more fat from the excess fructose that you are consuming, the ultra processed food, the excess juices, and the sugar added the beverages. So the liver is literally manufacturing fat from sugar. And some of the fats leave the liver in particles that rise blood triglycerides. Again, this is one of the things that you'll notice that if you do a fasting lipid profile for patients who are getting insulin resistance, you look at the triglycerides are high. And if you look at their high density lipoproteins, they are low. So this is one of the markers of metabolic syndrome, and it is being determined by this excess use of ultra processed food and sugar added beverages. So that's why the ratio of the triglycerides to HDL is so significant in determining the possibility of a patient having insulin resistance. So this is one of the markers that you can use to see the possibility of a patient having insulin resistance. So if this process of excess supply of fructose into the body continues day after day, more fat accumulates, and eventually fat begins to fill your liver. And this is what we have as fatty liver disease. What I see often is that patients who have an ultrasound have fatty liver, and then the next thing they are given starting. But really, what is happening is not an excess of lipids, but it is a metabolic dysfunction from excess supply of ultra-processed food, and this drives insulin resistance, drives fatty liver disease, drives accumulation of visceral fat. Visceral fat drives diabetes type 2. Sometimes it will come, hypertension will come, and this is the metabolic dysfunction that happens because of excess use of ultra-processed food. So then, this is the part that many people never hear. Fat inside the liver doesn't just sit there. It changes how the liver works. The mitochondria, the tiny energy factory inside the liver cells, becomes less efficient. I have done a video on how this happens, on the functioning of the mitochondria, and how fat affects the functioning of your mitochondria. Less energy is produced, and then you feel fatigued, you feel you don't have energy. So, and this also is the process that leads to the production of free radicals. And when this process happens, that your mitochondria do not produce energy adequately, then you have excess free radicals. The process of inflammation increases. Then your fat burning slows down, and then insulin resistance develops. So now your liver is struggling to regulate the blood sugar efficiently. It is also struggling to produce energy efficiently. The result, you notice that you have constant fatigue, you have afternoon crashes, you have brain fog, you have increased hunger, you have weight gain, and especially your abdominal gain increases. So you have weight gain around your abdomen. Then you have a high increase in your triglycerides. Then you get into pre-diabetes. And many people think I'm getting older. Sometimes it's actually their liver that is asking for help. It is not an issue of age. It's not an issue of you being not able to handle more food. It is metabolic dysfunction, and they are calling this is being called uh, metabolic dysfunction, steatohepatic liver disease, because it's actually defective metabolism. So what does science show is happening? So this is not just theory. Researchers using phosphorus magnetic resonance spectroscopy, They have shown that consuming large amounts of fructose can temporarily reduce the liver ATP stores, demonstrating the high energy cost of fructose metabolism. So high intake of fructose, high usage of ATP, body and liver ATP resources getting depleted. And large observational studies have consistently shown that frequently intake of sugar-sweetened beverages is associated with a higher risk of metabolic dysfunction associated with their steatotic liver disease, independent of other lifestyle factors. So that soda, that fruit juice that you're taking is not just a soda or a drink. It's a whole biochemical uh, substance that is changing your body's metabolism in very significant ways. Studies and clinical trials have shown also very encouraging news. And this is where it gets very interesting and it is also becomes life-saving. When people reduce added sugars, especially fructose-containing beverages, even without dramatically changing the total calorie intake, just lowering the sugar added beverages that you are taking, the liver fat often begins to decrease within days to weeks. And this is good news because it shows that this metabolic dysfunction, steatotic hepatic liver disease, it can be reversed, but not with statins. It is with the appropriate nutrition. So it was found that loss of weight, even from 7 to 10% in people who are overweight or obese, has been shown to substantially reduce the liver fat and improve the liver inflammation. So the liver has extraordinary ability to recover when the ongoing injury is removed. And that is where you have the capacity to protect yourself. In summary, the liver can heal. This is hopeful news. The liver is one of the most resilient organs in the human body. Give it the right environment and then it starts repairing itself. These are 6 habits that I will share with you that can rejuvenate your liver and get it back to its normal capacity. Remove the sugary drinks, the soft drinks, the energy drinks, the sweetened tea, the sweetened coffee, the fruit juices. These are among the largest sources of absorbed fructose. Replace them with water, sparkling clean water, and sweetened tea, coffee without added sugar. Your liver will thank you. Step number 2, eat whole fruit, not the juices. Fiber slows absorption. You eat less. You stay full longer. Your liver receives fructose much more slower and it is able to handle it. Step number 3, learn to read food labels. Look for high fructose corn syrup, glucose fructose syrup, sucrose, fruits concentrates. Hidden sugars are everywhere. Be on the lookout. You are the guardian of your health. Step number 4, move every day. Even a 30-minute walk after meals improves insulin sensitivity. Even if you're not able to do 30 minutes, start within 10 minutes after your major meals and make it consistency. Because the good thing is consistency beats intensity. So you can never go wrong as far as you maintain that. Then when you do that walk, then your muscles will remove the glucose from your bloodstream and enable your body to use it in a better way. Your liver gets a break. Step number 5, eat more whole foods. The vegetables, the beans, the fish, the eggs, the nuts, the seeds, the whole grains, healthy fats. This knowledge the liver instead of overwhelming it. And step number 6, if you are overweight, aim for slow, steady weight loss. You don't need perfection. Even losing 7 to 10% of your body weight can significantly reduce the liver fat and improve your liver health. Small steps repeated consistently produce remarkable results. And this is what you need. So your liver has been working for you every second of your life since you are born. It is asking for very little, which will not cost you anything. Little food, movement, good sleep, less processed sugar. That's all. Remember, fatty liver, the earlier you act, the better for you. The easier it is to reverse the fatty liver disease if you start early. If this video has helped you understand your body better, then share it with someone who always says they are tired. You might help them discover the hidden cause that they have never considered of their tiredness. I'm Dr. Joshua Delito. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Fatty liver without alcohol. You don't have to drink alcohol to get a fatty liver. Millions of people are developing fatty liver from processed sugar, especially the fructose. Unlike glucose, fructose goes almost entirely to your liver. Too much of that overwhelms your liver. It promotes fat production and it slows healthy metabolism. One of the best first steps, replace sugary drinks with water. Your liver will thank you. Thank you for watching. Utaniambia, why sweet drinks drain energy? Ever feel sleeping after sugary drinks? Fructose quickly uses ATP, the liver's energy currency. As ATP falls, the liver starts making fat instead of efficiently managing energy. That's one reason frequent sugary drinks can leave you feeling sluggish. Choose water most of the time. Your liver will thank you. Thank you for watching. Fructose versus glucose. Here is the difference. Glucose feeds almost every cell. Fructose is handled mainly by your liver. Small amounts from whole fruit are generally well tolerated because fiber slows absorption. Large amounts from sodas and processed foods can overload the liver and promote fat production. Whole fruit wins. Thank you for watching. Your liver can recover. The good news, early fatty liver is often reversible. Walk every day. Cut the sugary drinks. Eat whole foods. Lose a little weight if needed. Your liver has an amazing ability to heal when you remove what is harming it. Thank you for watching. The hidden sugar. Think sugar only lives in desserts? Think again. It is hiding in ketchup, the breakfast cereal, the flavored yogurt, the granola bars, salad dressing, even bread. Read the labels. Your liver notices what your eyes often miss. Thank you for watching. Why the whole fruit is different. Most people often ask, Should I stop eating fruit? No. Whole fruit contains fiber, vitamins, minerals, and water. The fiber slows sugar absorption. Fruit juice removes most of that protection. Eat the fruit, skip the juice. Thank you for watching. One habit that protects your liver. Want one habit that has a big impact? Stop drinking your sugar. Replace soda, sweetened juices, and energy drinks with water. This will significantly reduce the liver fructose load. Sometimes the smallest daily change creates the biggest long-term healthy benefit. Thank you for watching. That's what you need.